live, so give me a moment. Anil is here.
Hi,
I'm
Rashi.
host.
Hi there.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Hi, Nita.
Hi, Rashi. Hi, guys.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
In a way, this is good that we're getting to see each other much more often because you
Yes.
guys would be putting up events in Orange County, and I don't think I would have made it there so often. So at least I get to see all of you more often these days.
Actually, I like this more than going out and sitting. I'm getting used to it actually right now.
It took me a week of trying to push Anshuman on this one. Anshuman, I'm telling you, he remembers that. Right from the day we got into this COVID thing, I wanted a thing in the evening. So I love that, and they've stuck by me. So you guys are live, right? Hang on 1 second. My favorite joke. Hello! There you go.
Wow. Who was that?
That's Seinfeld, right? So that's Seinfeld.
That's
Boogie. So guys, welcome all, welcome one, welcome all. It's fun to see you guys. It is what, Thursday, show number 21, I think, right? Anshuman, he's keeping tabs
Yes.
on the number of shows, right? So that he can, excellent. So thank you all for coming. I truly appreciate your time. I truly appreciate your support of this. We were just talking about how much this evening show has meant. I think it gets us all together, and I think we get to see each other. There's nothing, and I think it's a lot of fun. So I'm glad you're able to support us. Bunch of new people on board. I will recognize them in just a little bit. I want to very quickly walk through the agenda, what's coming up. We have a very exciting show for us. That was a line given to me by somebody. I did not use it before. So we have a very exciting show coming up, and I'm looking forward to our special guest. As we go for that, and we're going to do our special guest between 4:15 and 4:45. Before that, we'll have 5 minutes with Zena, who's going to straighten us out again. Okay. Give us some very, very useful tips of how to work at the table. But before that, we are going to know what's coming up on TiE's calendar and a few updates about the show yesterday. So first, according to bylaws of TiE, I am told I was doing something illegal, and I'm going to straighten it out. Go first to the executive director before the director. So Mr. Executive Director, Anil, it's all yours, buddy. It's your
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you. Hey, yesterday we had a great event, startup pitching event, and it was a great turnout. Lots of questions were asked, and it was really great. It's a whole 1.5 hour event, but it turned out to be like a 30-minute. It's very exciting event. So, and we also had a startup fund, our angel fund discussion after that pitches, and it was very good. And we have another event coming up next week, Wednesday. It's about that. Anshuman will talk in that, and that's it here from my side. Anshuman.
Yeah, excellent show, by the way, Anil, yesterday. I know there was a lot of work behind it. I think there was a lot of work put up. You guys went through 29 applications, selected 4 very sharp startups. I'm telling you, I know the startup world very well. I think the presentations were absolutely brilliant. I'm looking forward to the next one. I can't wait. By the way, charter members, if you guys want to go into that fund, there is a fund. There is people can get rich very fast. So it's a fund, and it's, I think, a very good opportunity. More than the idea of a return on investment, I think if you think about helping the early stage companies and want to do that in the community, I think that TiE SoCal Angel Fund is an awesome opportunity, and Shankar Ram is a great leader for that. So just wanted to prop that up. Thumbs up for that. Good job, Anil. I know it's not easy. Took care of tech there, which was fantastic. Now I'm going to follow protocol and pass it down to Anshuman Sinha, the president.
Thank you so much, Ravi, and thank you, Anil. Thank you, everyone, for joining the TiE SoCal Connect number 21, dated April 30th, 4 p.m. Great to see you all. Yes, yesterday was a great event. at the peak. It was a charter member and invited guests only event, and it was attended by 50 people and seven people in the panel. So 4 startups out of 29 did the presentation yesterday. The format was 15 minutes, 10-minute presentation, 5-minute Q&A. I see some internal report. There have been interest in 2 of those startups by the panelists and some of the other attendees who attended the event yesterday. We will go to the next phase in that. So overall, great event. We are launching, as you know, the TiE SoCal Angel Fund, $10,000 to invest into that. Payment in 2 terms, $5,000 to start and $5,000 within 2 months or when the call comes in. We are looking to have $1 million fund to start with, but let's see in the COVID environment how it goes. Upcoming event, tomorrow we have a TiE SoCal Connect number 22. After that, Monday and Tuesday, another TiE SoCal Connect events, and Wednesday, we are thinking about doing something related to COVID-19 Q&A with some of the front runners. We are trying to rope in 2 doctors to come and do a TiE SoCal knowledge series, which will be conducted by Ravi, and it would be in the Q&A format. So many things to look forward to. Appreciate the help from the team. Zoom is a great platform that we have found. Yesterday it was glitch free, so really nice. Thank you so much. Back to you, Ravi.
Yeah, glitch free, absolutely. So May 6th, we are going to have that event with 2 doctors and talk about COVID. May 13th, we have Neeraj Bhavani, our former TiE SoCal president and a very, very successful entrepreneur, talking about medtech entrepreneurship, right, in the medtech area. So I think we have a pretty good plate coming up from the keynote event. Tomorrow, I'm very excited. I have a friend's daughter who's going to come and she's going to play for half an hour. She plays beautiful music, and last week was absolutely fantastic. And I thought these guys are so talented, get some talent on board. So tomorrow is Variety Friday. So music by Hira Kamraj. So hopefully we'll get her up and running, and hopefully you guys will all come and support her. She's going to be a UCLA student pretty soon. So she's a daughter of a friend of ours. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. And we have State of COVID Affairs by Rajiv Agarwal. Okay, so that's coming up for tomorrow. So looks like I might have had the dates wrong. I'm getting messed up with my bookings. I'm telling you, this industry, you need bookings, right? So I think I messed up my booking, and I might have messed up the fact that Zena is not available on Thursdays. So that's my bad. We are going to pass, and we are going to get stiff today, and tomorrow she's going to tell us how to straighten ourselves up. Okay? So we are going to pass on that. But we've got ourselves 5 minutes, which is my favorite thing, to go recognize people and talk to people before we get our special guest on board. Is that okay with you, Rashi? You'll just say hi to everybody.
Yes.
5 minutes. Yes.
Perfect.
Okay with you, Neeta? Everybody okay with you, producers? Good. Excellent. We have some new folks around here, so I want to know who the new folks are, and then obviously I'll come back to the rest of the gallery. So I see a new name, Phoebe. Please press the unmute button, introduce yourself, 30 seconds, very quickly. How did you hear about us? Who are you? And tell us a little bit about you, Phoebe.
Hi, I'm the designer and animator for Shunya. I've been working for Rashi for quite some time, and it's been great, and now I'm fully on board.
Fantastic. So the lotus and the flute is your design behind the back. That's awesome.
Thanks.
I was thinking Golden Gate Bridge, but Phoebe, this is much better now. Now that we know who the creator is, we'll stick with the creator. Okay?
I'm glad you enjoy it.
Welcome on board. Hopefully you'll join us a whole bunch of times more. I see a new name here. Andrew, welcome on board. Press the unmute button. Tell us who you are and where you're calling from. How did you hear about us?
I'm in Santa Barbara, not so far away from the Shunya headquarters. I work with Rashi. I write software.
Fantastic. Welcome on board. you guys are always welcome. We are from 4 to 5 on weekdays, every day except Wednesday, right? So the third person online who's also new here is Kaylin Smith. Please press the unmute button, introduce yourself, tell us where you're calling from and how you heard about us.
Hi, I'm Kaylin, and I'm the content marketing specialist for Shunya. I'm calling from Santa Barbara, and I just started working with Rashi about a month ago, and I've been loving it so far.
Fantastic. Welcome on board. I'm going to go through the rest of the people to say hi. Ashok, you're right there. Say hello, sir. How are you doing? Press the unmute button. Say hello, Ashok. Okay. Ashok, we'll come back to you. Okay.
I'm here.
Hey, there you go.
I'm doing fine. Thank you very much. I was trying to make the other laptop working because that has a video and this desktop does not have a video. But I'm doing fine and I'm looking forward to today's session.
Absolutely. We were able to see you yesterday, right? So you were on a camera yesterday, which was
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other, my wife's laptop, it's a Mac and it has a camera, but my monitor does not have my daughter ordered a camera for the monitor. So maybe next few days it'll come.
Believe me, going through this one, I'm telling you, I have a monitor that has a camera. This does not. I'm trying to do all these things. I feel your pain is one of the famous statements of an ex-president, right? So
sure.
I feel your pain. Neeta, how are you doing?
Good.
Good. Excellent. Welcome on board. Vivek, how are you doing? Unmute, please.
Hi, I'm doing great. Thank you. Good to see all of you and welcome all the new people here.
Excellent. And I have to talk to my producers about getting you on board. So next week we'll start getting getting you on board. Will be juggled between you and Zena. So we'll hopefully get you on board once or twice with your 5-minute thoughts. Okay.
The tree, this palm tree in the background, so beautiful.
Why?
Vivek.
That's our virtual background.
I know.
Okay, guys. Pankaj, good to see you. Say hello very quickly before I recognize most fantastic new mic.
Good afternoon, all. Pankaj Dayal, doing well up here in Palmdale. Looking forward to see what Rashi and her crew have to say.
That doesn't look like Palmdale with the background there. It looks like you're in front of the Fed there.
Yes.
That's actually the New York Stock Exchange.
That's what it looked like, yeah.
Nice microphone there, Mr. Mo.
Right opposite to Trump building.
Wow.
So he's talking from Trump Tower. Nice. Mo.
Thank you, Ravi. I appreciate the acknowledgement of the mic. I'd like to defer my time, though, to a gentleman who we all need to acknowledge. He has spearheaded this daily meeting. He has turned it into a full-time job and made sure that the TiE community has this opportunity every day. His name is Ravi. And I think that as Ravi acknowledges everybody, we all need to take a moment. Please, let's give this gentleman a round of applause. He's putting in 40 hours a week to get this going. And he had a lot of the executives and TiE is a bureaucracy. So a lot of people, he had to jump through a lot of hoops to make sure that this happens, and it's been ultimately a success. So we want to just I want to defer my time to acknowledge you, and we can pass it on.
Thank you, man. I need that microphone, though. I still want that microphone. Thank you.
Deval has one too. Deval has one too. I think Deval, show yours. There you go.
Oh,
nice.
That's a good one.
Show it on camera, Deval. Pull it up. Come on. There we go. Yeah.
It's a big
Like he has it like a.
I'm telling you, your face or your mic. I don't know. Amazon.com, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. How are you doing? Say hi very quickly, Avi Naran, and then we'll go to our special guest. Say
yeah,
hi.
Absolutely. No, I'm doing great. And Mo, that mic is definitely better than mine, I think. So that's great.
Because it comes at the top.
Deval, I have a better microphone than you, but you have a better car than me. So it's okay.
No point in doing comparisons like that. No one wins.
What car do you drive?
Dhaval, your camera is attached to the microphone?
No, the camera is actually part of the laptop. So
got it. All right.
That it's a Mac laptop, so that has the camera built in. But yeah, no, I'm excited. And Ravi, thank you for hosting this every day and having a lot of fun. And I know before we started, we were saying that how we're actually getting to know each other more in this format than meeting once a month in person. So I really like that. And Shunya, thank you very much for bringing the entire team. So that's pretty awesome. And I'm excited for today's guest speaker. So
Absolutely.
that's it for me. Thank you, Ravi.
Thank you. Before I let you go to Avi, who's going to make it very quick, 15 seconds, what car do you drive?
I have been driving a GLS 450 and 350.
Yeah, I was asking about Dawal because most said a better car.
Okay, I thought you asked my name.
Tesla, ooh, come on. I'm going to get a Taycan pretty soon. So catch up with me, will you? No, I'm just kidding.
Good evening, everyone. So I hope you guys are doing good. You guys are doing a wonderful job. Keep doing it. Sorry I missed yesterday. So I was on the road. So got a chance to join and see you guys and happy faces. Let's move on.
Fantastic. I'm telling you, Tesla, man, Elon Musk, he's doing it right. He wants everybody coming back to work pretty soon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Balaji, say hello very quickly.
Hello, sir.
Market down, market up.
Yeah.
What? Up or down?
Market is down, man.
Oh, man, come on.
But it's still up from March, so you're still in good position, right, Balaji?
That's fine, man. We should be good. we should be good. In fact, today I did some trades. I'm doing for all my clients, like a dollar cost averaging.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever market is down, I'm buying. Because I don't know when it will fall off. So we just have to strategize accordingly.
No happy music today, huh? No happy drink, no happy music. Market is done. Okay.
No glass of wine.
No glass of wine, no beer. No beer.
Balaji, did you ever get back into Tesla?
No.
No.
Oh, no. Did I get back? Yes, I did.
You did? Okay, good.
I bought at 620.
Oh, nice. Okay. You're still getting a nice little uptick now. So that's good.
Okay. And I also bought a software company called TiE.
Good stuff. I know Anil loves that.
Okay. That is the future of medicine.
Yep.
I have 2 nasty notes from my producers already, controlling notes. I better get them on track, right? So,
hey, Ravi, you need to excuse me. I need to go at 4:30 for my Rotary meeting.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you for joining, but Rashi is a fantastic speaker, man. I'm telling you, she has this fantastic project. But as I start introducing, I have to start this, okay? So, it's my pleasure to introduce a very, very special guest. Before that, I'm going to start with this little audio sound. There you go. So we have a real star today. Rashi Bari Chitnis. She is the CEO and founder of Shunya Digital and a former TV host and media executive. She's the visionary behind Shunya, a fun platform for children to learn languages and culture. She has been a media executive for 20 years, where she has created award-winning TV content for NBC, Discovery, Lifetime TV. I love Lifetime. Lifetime TV. She also has directed 2 shorts that were premiered at the Santa Barbara Film Festival. She was a TV host for long-standing breakfast show called Subha Savere. That was the tone behind it. Took me a while to find that.
It feels like a different lifetime.
Hey, but it is so good, though, right? So that was fantastic. She ran that show, a news anchor for Z News and a broadcast journalist for AMI News. We were just talking about it. She holds a master's in filmmaking from Florida State University. Go what, Gators? Go Gators, I think, Florida State.
Yeah.
And where she was part of an Oscar-winning piece. Wow, you went to the Oscars too. Welcome on board. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for being a constant supporter, by the way, Rashi. You have come to us regularly, so thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me here. Thank you guys for putting up this show. You've kept us connected. You make us laugh. Ravi, special thanks to you. Special thanks to Anil and special thanks to Anshuman.
Awesome. Absolutely. And they're the producers, right? So they're the guys who keep me straight. I'm going to talk to you just half a second. I want to acknowledge Manmohan Chopra and Shankar Ram who have joined us. We just started the interview with Rashi. So we'll come back to you and say hello to both Manmohan and Shankar towards the end of the show. Okay? Okay, deal? Hang in there with us. Okay? We have a great show. So tell us a little bit, Rashi. Tell us about this brilliant career of yours. Tell us about your early days. Tell us your background and how you got here.
I really don't know where to start, but it has been a long journey. It has been an interesting journey. And I started with television. Actually, I started with theater. I got into Karorimal College, which is a part of Delhi University, and I got there to do my bachelor's in English literature. But I was also part of the theater organization they call the Players. Players is a very high-profile theater organization in Delhi. It's actually where Amitabh Bachchan came from. Those were really good years for me because I was learning literature on one level, but I was also part of theater organizations and we would perform. So I did really well there. I went to different universities, I acted in a lot, and I got tremendous amount of awards, which led me to Subha Savere, the music that you played. And they picked me up from university and I hosted their breakfast show. I think I was the youngest host on air at that time. It was a DD show. I'd never been in front of camera, but I enjoyed it. And I didn't enjoy it because I really enjoyed being behind the screens. I didn't really like spending 2 hours in the makeup room and all of that. So that was how I started my television experience. I wanted to direct films, move into filmmaking. And I had two choices. Either I could have moved to Mumbai and joined Bollywood, or I could have gone for a master's. By that time, I had joined Z News, I'd anchored with them. I was part of ANI. So I'd built quite a bit of strong career in journalism in Delhi. And being my parents, the typical Indian parents, they say, study more. Don't go to Bollywood, study more. So I came here to do my master's in filmmaking, and the rest has been history. I've been in television and filmmaking for almost 20 years now.
Fantastic. Tell us. I'm not going to let you go from Subhash. By the way. You interviewed great guys, huh? Subhash Ghai, A.R. Rahman, Deepak Mehta, Rakesh Roshan too, huh? And the Bedi brothers.
Yeah, Bedi brothers was a very interesting interview. I didn't know who Bedi brothers were at that time, but I didn't know that they were such high-profile photographers. So when they came into the studio, that's the same day A.R. Rahman came into the studio. And they had this air about themselves. I'm like, who are these? But they had done some great photography for National Geography. But then A.R. Rahman came in and they bowed down. So it was a really interesting, I still remember that day. Yeah, it was fun.
Interesting. You also interviewed a favorite cricketer of mine, Maninder Singh.
Yeah, I did Maninder Singh, and I did a show with Z News, Morning with Celebrities. It was my idea about going into the celebrity home and not calling them into the studio. So I would pick different celebrities and I would go into their homes in the morning and see how their mornings are different from our mornings. So his was interesting. Kiran Bedi was really interesting. Yeah, so there were some gems there.
That's awesome. Now, in school, you got into the Oscars. Tell us about your Oscar journey.
Well, it's Student Academy. It's not the Oscars that we watch on the television.
It's Oscar, right?
It's Student Academy, but what happens is when you're part of a film school, all of the films some of the films get selected for Student Academy. And our film called Zeke, I was the sound designer and a sound mixer on that film, was selected, and we won the Oscar in the comedy section. So we all went and we did the red carpet and all of that stuff, and it was fun. Yeah.
Fantastic. Congratulations. We should watch that sometime. How long is that? 15 minutes, huh? One of these days, if you show us that one, you probably could run that, and we can see that on one of our Variety Fridays.
Yeah, probably.
Instead of Raj Wheel, I'm looking for a fill-in for 15 minutes. We have competition. Right?
You know, television feels such another lifetime to me, but because everything today for me is Shunya, which is in an ed tech space. Now I'm in the ed tech space from television and film. And you see my stars, they're all here. My team is here. They're literally, I am the producer and they're my actors and my stars literally. So that's my life today.
So tell us about Shunya. Tell us about, that sounds very fascinating. We were talking about this.
Yeah, it is a really, really,
about it.
yeah, it is a really, really fun platform that we are building. We're building a platform and you can see all these characters, my fun characters. Phoebe is right here too, my designer and animator. What we're building is a platform for children under the age of 10 to learn languages and cultures. And we're very passionate about it because you know, there's a lot of great content for English. Just go on PBS, go on Disney, go on Netflix. There's amazing content for English. But nobody is serving the other languages. Like nobody's serving the Asian languages. Who's going to make content for those languages? And even the content that's made for those languages is not made at the same production value that you make for English. And that literally is why I started this company. When I started it, I wasn't really going to get into it full time. I did it because I wanted my own son to learn Hindi. And I could see him learning a lot from Leapfrog video at that time. He used to learn alphabets by just watching. And I thought, why can't we have something of that production quality in our language? So we launched the first app called Hindi Play and Learn. It did really well. We started getting a lot of parents emailing us, hey, can you do it for my language? Can you do it for my language? That was another phase of my life. I was extremely inspired. I'm still very inspired by Montessori education. And I started thinking, you know, they create a platform for education where they address children to become global citizens. So can you take the same concept and build a platform where you put everything at the same par as English? So you're making content in English. So today we have English, we have Spanish, we have German, we have Arabic, and we have 5 Indian languages: Hindi, Telugu, Punjabi, Gujarati, and Marathi. So the concept is you're developing content for English, but at the same level, at the same production quality, can you develop the same content for other languages? So you uplift languages and you uplift cultures. So that's literally what the platform we're building.
Fantastic. Something like Chota Bheem, right? Have you heard of it?
Chota Bheem is a mythological figure, and you know, it's great. It's a great show. And but the problem is we always, and maybe because my training has been here and I've lived in Hollywood, we always rely on the mythological figures that we've learned as a child. I think there is much more to education. There are many more stories that we can bring for children. There's a lot we can do. Like our team, we want to do festivals of the world, religions of the world, food of the world. You know, there's a lot we can do, and we do not need to fall back on just certain characters that we've known. There's much more that we can develop, and I think that's what fascinates us.
Fantastic. I have a nephew in India. He's in Hyderabad, and in Hyderabad they speak Telugu. So when he was growing up, his family speaks Telugu and stuff like that. And so he was primarily in Telugu, but his only window into Hindi was Chota Bheem. And so he would learn. So very, 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 very apt. I think creating, especially in a culture that is growing in this country, I think this is a fantastic platform. So it's an app, or tell us a little bit. Is it like a platform? Meaning, what does a platform mean for you?
So at the moment, what we have are iOS apps, and I have a great engineering team. My lead engineer is right here on the platform. Andrew is here. What we have currently are iOS platforms, but what we want to become is a device agnostic platform. So that's what we are doing. In the last 3 months, we've done a lot of work in shifting our iOS base into a device agnostic platform. We are still far away from it. So, but what you do is you gamify language learning, you gamify cultural learning. Children do not want to learn from flashcards. They want to touch, feel, especially children of today. They're so good with these devices. So you want to hand over that device to them and build a gaming platform for them. So we are moving towards a device agnostic platform, but where we are today are apps.
Apps, fantastic. Before I come to how can we help you and tell us about how we can get involved, is it possible to show some of the app content? Do you think I can just showcase it? I know this is a googly.
I might be able to do that if you had told
I
me
know,
earlier.
I know. It's so fascinating. I'm learning about this, right? And so,
how about, can I share my screen with you?
Absolutely. There's a green button at the bottom which says share screen.
Let me just get it ready to the point, and then just give me 1 second. Okay.
And I can share my screen if that doesn't work.
Yeah, I have it ready. Okay, let's show you this.
In the meantime, I have a question.
Sure.
Go ahead. Hang on. Let her do this. Let her do this, Anil. Hang on.
Okay. I'm going to hear it.
Yeah. Press play. Yeah.
Welcome to Shunya Apps. Sombreros. Scarves. Enter your name to play our game. Namaste. Shunya Animals. This is a giraffe.
Das ist ein Tiger. Katze.
Bilari. Billy. Gato.
That's brilliant. That's fantastic. Awesome. That was, hey, I did not even know you would do that. So that was awesome. Thank you for sharing that. So it's a complete platform of engagement. I saw many, many languages in that carousel. What languages are those? What languages are you offering?
So English is the default language, then Spanish, German, Arabic, Telugu, Punjabi, Hindi, Marathi, and Gujarati. Wow. 9 languages. What we are working towards at the moment is to get our platform to teach you the first 500 words. So no matter what language you have to learn, you always have to learn the vocabulary, which become the building blocks for language learning. So we focused on that, and we're gamifying that into multiple languages. In our first effort is towards Hindi, and then we're going to start scaling it, but we release content in all of the languages. And the idea is to get every Indian language on the platform. That's my personal mission. That's how I kind of want to serve my homeland, however you want to phrase it. Bring all of those, and then start going after the Asian languages, Mandarin and Arabic and all of that market segment.
Awesome. So you have you have various other people online here with you. So they are doing the technology. Tell us a little bit about the technology behind it.
Andrew, do you want to jump in, or do you want me to answer that? I have my lead engineer here, so do you want to jump in, Andrew?
Yeah, I can say a little bit. As Rashi mentioned, we are only present on iOS right now, but we're diversifying and making the content pluggable and playable so that the same experience can be delivered on a website or an Android device or an iOS device or whatever comes next. And the technology is something you shouldn't really have to pay attention to. What should catch your eye are the characters and the assets, and that's where the rest of my team comes in.
So when I said technology, I meant more. Do you guys have animators on board? How do you create the animation?
Yeah, we have a pretty big team. My lead designer is here today. And we have a complete process. It's a process of writing the script, designing the characters, then doing the animation, then having the voiceovers, then releasing the content. You release it. Yeah. It's think about is just like you make movies.
Yeah.
Movie is a complete process of scripting it, designing it. The only difference between animation, and we do 2D animation today, we do not do 3D animation, is you go through scripting, then you go to production, then you go to post-production, and then you go to a release.
I deliberately asked you that question because I just got done reading a book about Walt Disney and the complexity of creating animation, 2D animation,
Yes.
and what it goes into it. So while we, you know, it might sound easy coming from you, a person who's interviewed A.R. Rahman, this is music, right? You know, right? But this is incredible. It's not easy stuff. And to think about it and to create that is different steps. It's not easy stuff. And kudos to you.
I think kudos to my team. I have an amazing team. I mean, just in the last month, we are a small startup and we're still in the startup phase, and yet we're seeing a 500% traction in the last month, and we're having to figure out how to work in the COVID-19 kind of atmosphere, and yet my team has stepped up and we're doing everything to launch. We're coming up with a new launch in which we are integrating all of our apps, and there'll be just one single app that will have an ongoing library of content. So it's really about having a great team that backs you up and really committed to the mission. So I'm blessed to have them.
Excellent. You should do something in Korean. I have a whole bunch of friends who have Korean kids. They're very much into these animations and learning and stuff like that. How can we as a group help? Tell us about how we can help, how we can enable it and stuff like that. You were talking about beta testing and stuff like that. Go through that process.
I thank you, Ravi. I can use as much help. As being a startup, we're going through a tremendous growth phase, and we will go through a far deeper growth in the coming months as we launch the new platform. But, I'm committed to the Indian languages. Those are the first languages I'm building. So if on your platform, educators, if teachers, if people who have small children who like to come and become beta testers, I would love all that support. At this point, if people want to write blogs and talk about their cultural experience, because when you look at parents, all parents, and when we do our market study, are divided into like 3 categories. One is the expats that came here either for a professional degree or for a job opportunity, and then they stayed here. They start developing a vacuum in their lives. Their children go to schools here, they learn fantastic English, and they're bilingual, trilingual, but their children can't speak their language. And they want that connection to have for the grandparents. They want their children to be able to speak to the grandparents. So if you want to get involved, my marketing lead is here and want to write content, talk about your own experience, we'll love to listen to your voice. If you want to be involved as beta testers, we're coming up with a new platform. We need more beta testers. We would love your support. If you're educators and you can help us scale a language, we have a lot of consultants who are educators right now, but we can use more people in that space. We can use your help. If you know of organizations where we can beta test, I recently heard about Pratham. I reached out to somebody. I haven't heard back from them. But anybody who's committed to education, if we can get our apps in front of them, we can use your support. So, if you're committed to your own languages and you want to be involved, we are the platform.
Fantastic. Tell us about your funding. Self-funding this, or you already funded, or what's your funding step?
Yeah, we were self-funded till last year. And we raised our seed round last year, which was an oversubscribed round. And I am, again, extremely blessed for the investors I got into the pool. I cannot say enough good things about the investors that backed me and that came on the board, that are helping me scale, that are guiding me every step of the way. I mean, So yeah, we got our seed round last year, and we will be doing another round maybe towards the end of this year or early next year. We have a runway for 18 months. Yeah, I would love, if you have any connections there, when the time comes, I would love to reach out. Yeah.
You know, our chair, our funding chair and TiE Angel chair, Shankar Ram, is online. So
Shankar is amazing.
Bit about that. These guys are rich guys. So hey, listen.
I know. Shankar is amazing. Hi, Shankar.
Huge ROI. So Shankar, you can tell us a little bit about the TiE Angel Fund a little bit, and welcome. This is the first time, so a big TiE SoCal Connect welcome to you. So
yeah, no, I was on the call, and I think that what Shankar is trying to do is amazing. It needs to be done. It's timely. Yeah, you know, and
I want to talk a little bit more about the fund. Shankar?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Yes.
Okay. No, I just actually, we'll talk about the fund later. I just wanted to be, I like to support Rashi. I know she was coming on and I wanted to be on the call, listen to her. I did not invest in her company, but I'm always a very strong supporter. I like her drive. And I think the company will do good. And, so I wanted to express my support. That's why I'm on the line. I really believe in what you do. But somehow, based on certain circumstances, I did not and could not invest in your company. I'm definitely looking at it, either directly, personally on my own, or.
I think you invested. Money is just a part of an investment. You know, money is not the only kind of investment. You brought us to TiE SoCal. You are the one.
Yeah, that's right.
So you gave me enough support, and I got the funding that I needed. So, no, this is great. I have no complaints, and you're super supportive of us.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for joining, Shankar.
Oh, definitely. I'm supportive. That's why. Yeah, that's why I was there. I'm here, and then I will definitely support you, and we will see. Money is also a fraction of something. What support we can give, and we'll help you. Definitely. Thank you so much. I enjoyed your speech.
I was telling Rashi this before I get my producer online with a question here. I'm telling you, there is a huge opportunity for an accelerator. I am a huge fan of a creative accelerator in Southern California, an overall accelerator in Southern California, but I would love to do that with you. I'd love to partner with you on that. And we have so many creative people. Last week, you were here, right? When Manmohan's son was here, Horseplay X was here. I keep calling him Horseplay X, right? And so creative, right? So this is fantastic. You're going to be a role model for a whole bunch of people, starting with me. So, Anil, you had a question.
Rashi, I think you did answer some of my stuff already. And I will connect you with a couple of organizations. For example, I'm a Telugu guy. So the Manabadi, who is one of the largest organization in every city they have here in all US. I'll give you the contacts. I'll tell them. And every city pretty much have 100 kids. They, in Cerritos, every week they do classes. Now they're doing Zoom online. I will connect you with them.
Anil, I would appreciate that. Anybody who's committed to their languages, if we can help drive their mission forward, we're happy to do it, because at this point, we're just getting the tremendous traction we need. Like, we're getting 10x downloads in the last month. But the people that are here, that are already, their children are going to these schools, if they can have our platform to learn Telugu, and we can bring educators and can help scale that language, it's the perfect partnership.
I think there is organization Tamil and Telugu and all these Carnatic singing. There's some languages. I'll connect you with some of them.
Okay, I would appreciate that. Thank you, Anil.
So is this a subscription platform? How do you make money?
We are going subscription. Thank you for asking that. We are in the beginning. We made no money. We gave our content for free. We were testing user engagement. That's a single time purchase. But what we are by next month, we launch a subscription-based model. So within a family, you download the content and you get a subscription, and then we have ongoing content that supports the language.
Is this patentable, or how do you protect your content?
Oh yeah, we have great copyright stuff. I mean, I can go on and on that topic, but I want to take away the time. Yes, we have all of our content is copyrighted.
Fantastic. That's very, very important in this day and age.
Yep. I come from television, so I.
Good for you. Did anybody else have any questions here?
I have a question and a suggestion for you, Rashi. First of all, thank you for coming here today. And one more thing, Rashi is also our charter member of TiE SoCal group. So thank you for being our charter member. So you talked about—
You roped me in, Anshuman. You roped me in.
and Rashi is also leading the TiE Women Chair at TiE SoCal. So that is another big step that we are doing. And thank you so much for helping me.
Yeah, so talk about that. I know we were talking about it the other day also, Rashi. Talk about your TiE SoCal Women's Leadership Initiative. I know you're doing some fun stuff there.
I'm not doing any fun stuff there yet.
It's an important word.
It's been a juggling act. It really has been a juggling act. Like for everybody else, for me, it has been a juggling act with the kind of growth we are seeing and being a startup to have to, like Andrew's up till 2 p.m. Every day and we're churning out content, we're meeting the demand. Plus I have 2 young kids, 10 and 7, so I have to homeschool them too. And I have a lot of guilt when I don't, especially with my younger one who's just learning how to write cursive. So I haven't done too much with that initiative, but I do plan to bring some powerful women on board and talk about their experiences. Maybe they can be an inspiration. And as the situation improves, as hopefully we can get back to some kind of normalcy, then we can dig deep in. But Anshuman is the person who's been kind of leading that initiative so far.
And we have a plan for 27th, right, Anshuman, where we are going to focus on that, right? We're going to have every last Wednesday or whatever it is going to be a focused event. So that's awesome. Anybody else?
Thanks for Rashi, Ravi, if I may. So you spoke about Pratham. So if you have already made contacts, that's great. Otherwise, Navneet Chuk is the president of Pratham LA chapter, and Nitin Bajaj, both of them are charter member. He is the executive director of Pratham Los Angeles chapter. So if you need any introduction, please do let me know. Other than that, I know very well the guy who runs the Ekal Vidyalaya.
Okay.
If you need connectivity over there, I can certainly do that. Other than that, from TiE Global, there is an initiative going on which is called the SIG, a Special Interest Group. And under that, there is a TiE SIG for education. So I can connect you with the chapter leader for that, who is running this SIG. And then, you can talk to him and, take it to TiE Global from that perspective. Any help that you need in City of Artesia or City of Cerritos, as well as with the ABC USD Unified Public School, do let me know. Well connected with the mayors and the president of ABC USD, and I can make those connections for you. Other than that, I think, in the group also, Ashok Madan, he and Shankaram also, that they do a lot of work with CSULB, and they could maybe make some introduction. Manmohan Chopra is well connected with the BJP and some of the other social group here in the US, and I think a call to him will go a long way, Rashi.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to you after the call and figure out how we can make the connections. Yes, I would love all the connections, as many hands as we can get our platform on. We're only on iOS platform right now, but we do plan to get onto Android pretty fast. Would be great. As many beta testers, my personal mission is also to get Sanskrit on board. At some point I want to be able to preserve, because any language that doesn't get digitized in a fun way is going to lose, is going to get lost. Look at what's happening to the Native American languages. Some of them are just in some communities because it hasn't been digitized. So what we're doing is we're creating this platform that makes it fun for children. They should want to come back. They should want to. It shouldn't be So yeah, or anybody that you guys can connect me with. So Anshuman, I'll speak to you after the call and use some introductions there.
And Rashi, one quick question. Where can beta testers go to sign up? And another suggestion, I have a couple of nephews who I think fall into the right age bracket for you. And also my sister teaches Bal Vihar at Chinmaya Mission. And she runs classes of kids, 40, 50 kids at a time. So I think this might be a good resource for them also, because they're always trying to teach, Gujarati, Hindi, all those languages. So do you have a central portal where beta testers can go or customers can go to sign up?
It's on my website. You can see, if you can just email me, I can send you the links.
So that was a question from Pankaj also. How do we get beta testers connected to you? So do me a favor. Can you, in that little chat window, type in your website?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
You just type in my email. One of the other things that we're doing really actively is speaking to our customers. So when I talk about beta testers, what we want to do is not only develop a platform that educators and we are doing, but actually listen to our customers and get their active feedback. So when I say beta testers, what I mean is, if you have a 3-year-old, or if your nephew is 3-year-old or a 4-year-old, and if we can give you if you're using our apps, if you can give us active feedback, oh, I would like this, I would like that. That way, that really allows for scalability, that really allows us to have an understanding of what our customers, our clients want. We do a lot of UI testing with schools, but it would be nice to get a perspective of parents. So that's what I meant. This is my email. I've typed in there. Here you can just reach out to me, and as we launch the unified platform, I can actually send everybody an email, send them a free subscription for 7 days or something.
Did it come up? I don't see your email address.
It's in the chat. Am I supposed to put it in chat?
Yeah, in the chat. Hit return though.
Just make sure it's going out to all panelists.
Oh, it's probably, it says privately. It doesn't. Yeah, all panelists.
Excellent.
There you go.
Thanks for releasing only on iOS, because I'm a big Apple guy. So.
Why? No, I don't think so. I think you would have made a whole bunch. I'm telling you, Silicon Valley is the place for this. There are so many entrepreneurs. There are so many company leaders there who are looking exactly to solve those problems. Seriously, I know people who are very active there who have kids, and you talk to the kids in Hindi or Bengali or Telugu or whatever, Tamil. My sister talks in Tamil. Get an answer back in English, and it'll never change, right? So but they understand it, right? And
I wanted to just
Ramesh, you have a question? Go for it.
Well, not so much question as much as just acknowledging Rashi's effort and her platform. I am an investor in her company. We have had some email discussions about the platform and where she's going, and I'm really impressed. And the other day I was telling her that the current scenario, current environment, we are all locked down, and the eyeballs are all on the screen. Even now, I mean, I'm spending 80% of my time on online eyeballs. So it's a wonderful platform, and I believe she has a very huge potential to take this platform in a big way. And if you can expand from basic learning to the cultural aspect and beyond. But one thing I do want to tell you, my kids grew up at Chinmaya Mission, 11 years or so of language classes and what have you. And actually, one thing does happen. Once our kids get 3 to 10 or 12 years old that you are engaging currently, tend to give up, as you were saying earlier, give up basically. And so you got to create that secondary platform that perhaps will engage the teenager years. It may be I wouldn't say a dating site, but something that's much more entertaining and engaging beyond those 12 years. Because my kids learned Hindi and we have Patel being Gujarati, but today they're completely out of it. Now they are, of course, successful career people, but the point is, so how do you take it to the next level is something you need to also look at.
Yeah, I agree with you. And Ramesh, thank you. Ramesh is one of our investors. So
Awesome.
thank you for the support. Yeah.
Cool. That's fantastic. Anybody else have questions? Going once, going twice.
By the way, I still haven't seen the email address come up. So if it doesn't come up,
I don't know. I'm writing it in the chat and I can see it, but it's going out privately.
okay.
But I don't.
In that case, you can just post it on our WhatsApp group. That might be easier.
I'll send it to you, Dhaval.
Okay.
I'll post it on the WhatsApp group. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Excellent. I know. Listen, I'm looking forward to watching your movie Zeke on next week Friday. Variety.
I don't even know where the DVD is.
I gotta find it. You gotta find it. We gotta play it. I'm telling you, that has to.
Television feels really, I'm telling you, it feels like a last life for me. Literally, everything that I do is.
This is the new TV, right? So there is a whole lot of blending going on. Yeah. Anyway, that sounds like a lot of fun. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. We are working, creative-wise.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a question.
Go for
I
it.
don't know if you answered it earlier. What is exactly Shunya mean?
Shunya means zero. Shunya was discovered in India. I was actually pitching it in this thing, and somebody said, no, it was discovered in China. No, really, it was discovered in India. And before the letter zero came out, the mathematical calculations used to be super complicated. And once, imagine a life without Shunya, without zero. So it is India's contribution to the world is Shunya. But for us and our team,
Positive way.
Sorry, go ahead, Ramesh.
I'm saying India's contribution to the world is Sunya. I'm saying in a positive way.
That's a good one, Ramesh.
It's a good one.
Okay.
But it's also, for us, it also means everything starts here and everything ends here.
Okay. Thank you.
Manmohan, welcome.
And it is the only thing which is constant also.
Sorry. That's true. Sorry, you were saying something? I didn't mean to.
No, I was just saying Shunya also means it's the only thing which is constant. Everything in front and behind changes, but it stays the same.
Nice. Yeah. Excellent. We are at 5 o'clock. I'm getting some signals from my two producers here, nasty signals too. I know I have not been able to say hi to Manmohan Chopra. Hello there. Last time's background was better. I'm telling you, not a big fan of the background there today, but we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Say hi to Mr. Horseplay X for me. I don't think, Pramod, I know we didn't say hi to you. Tomorrow we will. Please come on back. And I don't think I said hi to Pawan Gupta, but next time. We are on a gun out here. We are under the gun. We have a producers who are going to cut me off. So the goodbye music is going to come in just a minute, and we are going to be out of here.
Thank you, Rashi.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you for having all of us, my entire team.
Okay, man.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, I didn't mean that. It came out just at the wrong time.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying my hello and adios muchacho. So adios.
Adios.
Okay.